Are you seeing your child unhappy? This is a pretty profound topic for parents because we don't want our children to be unhappy. We want them to be happy all the time. However, life is another story. I'm Francoise Nicoloff. I'm a registered French-Australian psychologist and the director of the Australian Tomatis Method. I'm also an international Tomatis trainer and speaker, and I've been working with the Tomatis Method for 40 years. Let's talk about how you can cope with the fact that your children are unhappy. So it's worrying you to see your children look sad or get upset, especially when you don't know what's bothering them. It's completely normal to feel unhappy from time to time, as we all experience. But if they are constantly unhappy, whinging, whining, withdrawn, irritable, or sometimes even aggressive towards the people they love the most, and often also other people, then there must be something that's causing them to be this way. Emotions are very difficult to conclude, although there are already a lot of advanced technologies trying to figure out someone's emotional state, give a person a unique experience, and we are back to square one. As for children, it seems like a trial and error roller coaster ride for parents, because we never know when a certain trigger could strike a meltdown, and once it does, parents are often left empty-handed. So what could be the root of the problem? Do you think your child is naughty just to get what they want? In fact, epigenetics, or the study of irritable changes, say that children could have inherited such behavior from parents. Children do mimic us a lot in that way, and so sometimes, yes, they might copy us. But let's give a break to the parents that are already handling too much with those kids. One cause that I think has the biggest impact on the way children control their emotions is the fact that their brain might not be developed enough. The senses collect information and the brain processes those sensory inputs. And by processes, we mean it perceives, it understands, it analyzes, it stores the information and interprets every bit of the information that gets into the brain. However, some children do not grow a fully developed brain, also for several reasons, like the child has a negative environment, for instance, or filled with abusive carers, or not enough stimulation from the parents and not enough bonding from the parents, not enough playing time with the parents, and not enough interaction with parents. Maybe the child has been left to watch TV too much, even from very early age. And we know now with the studies and research that a child should not be in front of the TV before at least the age of 2.5. And we see that a lot because parents nowadays, and a lot of people are on their phone, iPad, computer, instead of playing with their kids. So the children's brains are not stimulated enough to be able to grow the way it should. So some of the children also are born with developmental delays and difficulties which, again, could stem from prenatal life or from birth trauma or even trauma during the first year of their lives. So remember that early childhood years are crucial. It's a crucial stage because the brain grows so quickly, so fast, and needs to have interaction and stimulation all the time. Because from before being born till the age of 6, the brain is going to grow at the speed of light. And so if the stages of development are not met during those 6 years, then it can compromise later learning and communication. So how do we solve this? One of the therapies I recommend is the Tomatis Method. It unlocks these functions in the children's brain and awaken to establish their desire to learn and to communicate. by introducing some specific frequencies, and especially the high frequency sounds, and some gated music through the Tomatis equipment. Such stimulation is going to provide some food for the brain, some fuel for the brain, and it's going to have a powerful effect in terms of being able to understand and develop learning and communication skills, and have an impact on emotions and behavior. So over time, the brain learns and changes to naturally and to adjust to the demands of social interaction and emotional regulation. So when the brain is retrained, because that's what we do with the Tomatis method, we are going to retrain the brain to function better. And if there was a lack of stimulation, this is going to happen through the sound stimulation, because the ear is connected to the whole brain and to the whole body at all levels. And it's also connected to the vagus nerve, which is the nerve which also works on emotional regulation. And we see also sleeping and eating habits changing for the better. So it's quite important to eventually bring the Tomatis method in if you have a child who is not happy, who is angry, who doesn't know how to behave and cannot communicate and cannot learn. So a well-tuned brain allows the child or the adults to become a better listener, better learner, and better communicator. And therefore, those people become much happier, they are calmer, and they are more switched on. So that means that their brain is able to finally function in the way it should. So that means that the sadness, the frustration is leaving the place for happiness, good listening, and success as well. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more, you can access our website with tomatis.com.au or listen to our podcast, the Conscious Ear podcast. Talk to you soon.